Hi my dear student, how study is going on? Are everyone watching my all videos in social first chapter? Very good, I hope everybody watching the video. And you have to keep touch in the books and video also. Okay? Student, successfully we completed our first chapter in social first standard, that is globes and maps. Now it's time for completion of our exercise part. Yes, because after completion of one chapter there is the exercise part. Exercise will help us to how much we have learned from this chapter. So now it's time for everybody take your workbook, because this workbook is your exercise part is given, because in book there is no exercise part, and in book is already mentioned for exercise you refer the workbook, means this book is your exercise book or workbook. So now it's time for everybody open your workbook and start. Okay, student, and we have all discussed about our first chapter, that is from globe and map. What is globe, what is map, how many types of map, and how to read a map. So all the things we have studied. Can you remind? Can you remember me? Can you remember this? Yes, very good. So now it's time for our exercise part. Through exercise we came to know ourselves how much we have learnt in this chapter. So student, first is globes and maps. We belongs to globes. The name is, chapter name is, topic name globes and maps. So first question is give one word answer. Before going to any answer we have to read the question very deeply and very carefully, and we have to try to understand the question, then we can able to give the answer. So first question is give one word answer, means our answer should be one word, not lengthy. So now come to question. Huge land masses on earth. Huge land masses on the earth is called continent. It's called continent. It's called continent. I showed you. See, if it is a globe, the blue color is water. It's full of water, and this part, and this part is land part. Okay, this part is land part. So that part, our part, this is our country India, land part, and this blue part is water. So see, this is water and this is land part. So the land part of our earth is called continent. Understood? Now we will come to our question number second. A small model of the earth is called, who will say? Very easy question for everybody, and many times I said you. Tell me. Very good. The small model of our earth is called globe, because it is looks like is earth, and whatever things in our earth, everything here mentioned, but in small size. So it is globe. It is a small model of our earth. It is globe. Understood? Our earth rooted in its on this axis. I told you our earth is rooted on this axis. So see, our earth is rotating. Is it rotating? How? This is axis. This is axis. Okay. This is the north pole. This is the south pole, or this is the top. This is the bottom. Question number D. Shape of the earth. Shape of the earth. How is it? It looks like orange or round. Round but it exactly looks like orange. You might have eaten orange. How exactly orange looks like? It is in top level or bottom level somewhat flat, like our earth also. This is part is flat and this bottom part also flat, so it looks like orange. A book of maps is called atlas. I showed you in video a book of atlas, a book where many graphs or many maps are there of our country or of our world, that is called atlas, ATLS, a book of map, many maps is called atlas. Answer question number 2. Answer the following question. Answer the following question. What is globe? And give one disadvantage of a globe. What is globe? Give one disadvantage of a globe. Disadvantage means first we have to give the definition of globe, then give one disadvantage. Disadvantage means it is not helpful for us. Okay, so give one disadvantage of a globe. Disadvantage means which will not helpful for us. Advantage means which will helpful for us, and disadvantage means which is not helpful for us of a globe. So what is globe? I told you in video, a globe is a small model of the earth. First of thing, a globe is a small model of the earth. It is also spherical in shape. Just before I showed you, a globe is a small model of the earth. It is also spherical in shape like the earth. Okay. Then what is disadvantages? A globe is too small and cannot learn everything. Okay, cannot learn everything. Everything from it. So a globe is a very small. Yes or no, it is small. We cannot learn everything at a time, because if you are looking at here, we can see this part, but behind it or back side we cannot see. So it is not helpful for any time. Question number B. What does the rod in the globe represent? Why is it titled? Okay, titled. So what does the rod in the globe represent? Why is it titled? Means what is it titled? Okay. So a rod I saw you before. Just now you see a rod is globe represent its axis. The rod of the globe is represent its axis. See, it is rod is represent its axis. This is the axis. It is titled because earth is slanted too. It is titled because earth is slanted. Slanted means somewhat bent in position. When I saw you globe, you might have saw this is someone bent. See, bent. Yes or no? So it is for that it is slanted too. Question number C. What is map? What are its benefits? What is map? What are its benefits? Student, everything with the explanation I written. Try to understand and copy to your notebook and practice it. And read the books 2-3 times. Then you will understand properly. So what is map? What are its benefits? We have to say a map is a drawing of the whole or part of the earth. A map is a drawing of the whole or part of the earth's surface on a flat surface. On a flat surface, it may be given part of the earth or whole of the earth. Okay, this is called map. Benefit, what are the benefit and what will help us this map? Benefit means help. It gives us detailed information about places on the earth's surface. It gives us detailed information about places of the earth's surface. It also mentioned directions and everything I have said in video. If you will go through the video, you will come to know what is maps, what is the definition, what is the benefits, It is also mentioned directions. Directions means we know east, west, north, south. Next we will read name 4 key direction. Just now came east, west, north, south. See, it is east. Opposite of east who is there? West. Okay, and it is north, it is south. Exactly of opposite of north who is there? South. Exactly of south, left of south, west, and right of south, east. So east, west, north, south. This is the 4 key direction through which we can identify where the places is there. Understand? Is it clear? Now we will come to our most map provide a legend in one corner of the map. Why? And I told you one corner of the map. See, if it is a map, it is a corner of the map. This is called legend or key. Why it's given? Now we will come to know why it's given here. A map, corner of a map, it is given inside a box. A legend or key in one corner of the map. Whatever I saw just now, given because it explains about signs and symbols that have been used in a particular map. If just now see, first I said a legend or key in one corner of the map given because it explains about signs and symbols that have been used in a particular map. See, it is a particular map I said. In particular map, here some key factor or symbols is given. Through this symbol we can identify different places, rainfalls or mountains, everything. So for this reason it's given. Understood? Very good. Name the different kinds of map. Next question, question number 8. Name the different kinds of map and write one sentence about each. We have to write how many types of maps are there and one sentence for each map we have to write. First one, who will say the kinds of map, how many types of maps are there? Very good. 3 types of maps are there. First one is physical, second one is political, and third one is thematical. So for physical we have to write one sentence, for second political we have to write one sentence, and for thematical we have to write one sentence, because question is asking we have to write one sentence for each, about each. So physical map, it gives feature of a state or country such as mountains, river, forest, lake, etc. It gives feature of a state or country such as mountains, river, forest, lake, etc. Okay. Next question, second point, political map. What is political map? It shows boundary of state and countries, capital cities and other major towns and cities. Political map, what is given? It shows boundary of a state, country, capital, cities and other major towns and cities. Everything I told you in through video. If you might have watched the video properly, then you can remember properly, you can write properly also. Next, third name is thematical map. What is thematical map? It gives information about rainfall, natural vegetation, crop growths, climate, mineral deposits across the country. It gives information about rainfall, natural vegetation, crop grown, climate, mineral deposits across the country. So this is all about the different types of maps and about theirs. So now we will come to our next question, that is write what these colors signify in a map. Okay. Write what these colors signify in a map. See the course book, page 266. First read the question. Don't confuse. Write what these colors signify in a map. Its colors is not given because you have to put the color, and you might have studied and we have discussed also In book there is given a colors and different signifies. So now I will open the books in front of you. See student, okay, see these are the same question, yes or no. Write what these colors signify in a map. Write what these colors signify in a map. Write what these colors signify in a map. Here color is not given. According to see your books, you have to apply the color. See, first color deep water, second is plains, third one is mountains, white is snow covered peak, fourth is shallow water, and green is plains and lowlands, and this is the brown hills, and yellow hot desert. That means same exact color you have to apply here, okay. And this is the deep water, plains, mountains, snow covered peak, shallow waters, plains, sand, lowlands, hills, and hot desert. So you have to apply the color and you have to write. Understood, student? And you have to follow the textbook. According to textbook, what are the color is applied here, you have to apply here only, okay. So now come to fill in the blanks. Question number 4, that is fill in the blanks. He is given fill in the blanks. No, any stands for, what is the full form of any? Can anyone remember? The for direction and sub for, there are for sub direction also are there. Very good. For direction name is east, west, north, south, and sub direction is northeast, north west, south east, southwest. So like this, any lies between. See, once again I am telling also, this is the east, this is the west, upper is north, this is the south. In between, first you see N and E lies between north and east, that is N, north east. This is the sub direction. Then telling SW lies between south and west. S and W lies between south, SW, that is SW, southwest, okay, south and west, SW, south and west, southwest. And NW means NW, north west, NW, north and west. Then AC, S and E, AC lies between south and east, AC, okay. So in book also I have told you, you can see fourth, that is northeast, north and east, northeast, east, west, north, south. In between north and east, northeast. In between north and west, northwest. North, in between northwest, north and west. In between south and east, southeast, south and east, southeast. In between south and west, southwest. So these are the four directions: east, west, north, south, and there are sub directions: northeast, northwest, southeast, southwest. Understood? These are the symbol here: east, west, north, south. We will use, and navigator they will use, or aeroplane the pilot they will use, because in plane or in oceans or sea, in middle of the sea, we can identify through this compass or through this directions. So next question number E, a dash relates distance on a map to the distance in the real world. I told you who relates the distance of the map to the distance of the real world. Scale, okay, scale. SCALE, scale means which scale we are using, normal scale, okay. Most maps are shown with a narrow pointing, that is called north. Most of the maps pointing a narrow north, okay, that is here you see in book also it is, that is pointing a upward. Question is telling most of the maps are shown with a narrow pointing, that is north. Okay, north. You have to draw a figure and upright you have to write the north. Understood? Now we will come to our next question, that is question number 5. Write what each of these symbols stand for in a map. So there are some, once again I repeat, write what each of these symbols stand for in a map. So already symbols already given, and we have to find out this symbol is stands for what in a map. So if you will get this type of symbol, then it means it is river. If a plus like symbol means we know first aid or hospital symbol. If it looks like temple, if it is given in a map, then we think here temple is there, and it is plus like structure in a grid, that means it is a church. Okay, church is there in a map. If a box like structure will given, that means we have to come to know forest is there. And if the two lines and there like this figure or like this symbol, these are the symbol. Okay, so we come to know there bridge is there. If it is water like structure is given, that means we come to know it is lake. If a aeroplane symbol is there, that means we have to come to know airport is there. So these are the symbols which will identify the respective place or things or temples or anything. So these are the, in a book also we have studied airport, house, river, bridge, lake, road, church, post office, PO, tank, forest, hospital, railway line, temple, tree. So these are the things, these are the symbols through which we can identify a place or temple, anything in a map. So this is the languages which are used in a map for read a map or for identify the different places or anything of our country or world. So student, I hope everybody clear. Yes or no? Is it clear to everybody? Very good. Understood properly? So now the time is for now for you only. You have to read all the answer whatever I. So student, I hope everybody it is clear to everybody. Understood everybody? So it's time to for you. We have to write down all the questions whatever I explained with answer. You have to write down on your workbook with the help of pencil and in your notebook with the help of pen. I hope everybody will be follow, because you are my very cute and very lovely student. You will follow, you will read. And next class we will meet with a new video, with a new chapter. Till you study well, eat well and take care. Thank you student. Take care.